Lafayette Field Hockey is riding high at the moment. They're undefeated in conference play. They've already clinched a spot in the Patriot League tournament, and they're ready to end the 2019 regular season home slate against a bitter rival in Bucknell. Welcome in and good afternoon to Lafayette Field as the Lafayette Leopards take on the Bucknell Bison here on the Lafayette Sports Network. Joined alongside Kate Arnold, I am Matt Harvey, and Kate, this season has had plenty of ups and downs, starting off with a 1-4 record and a 4-game losing streak, but now they've won 6 of their last 7. And what does Coach Stone have to do to really get her team ready with only a couple games left in the year, especially today against a team they lost to just last year?
Right, so Bucknell's always a tough opponent. This game is very big. There's still a lot to play for in terms of regular season championship as well as home field advantage for the playoffs. So I think that they're motivated coming out on the field today, but Bucknell's always a tough opponent. So they've been scouting and trying to correct some of the mistakes from last weekend, and I think they're ready to play today.
Well, Lafayette 4-0 in conference play, as mentioned. They have a huge matchup next week against American in what could decide the #1 overall seed in the regular season conference winner and hosting the Patriot League tournament. And what does Coach Stone and the team have to do not only to focus on today's matchup, Kate, but look forward to that matchup ahead and just stay focused overall?
Well, this is also probably a preview of a team they might see in the postseason, so it's very important that they step up and play a big game today. And next weekend's not as big of a game if today doesn't go well, so they're focused on today getting a big win. Like you mentioned, after a tough loss last year, they have a lot to prove today, so I think they'll be ready to play Bucknell today.
We'll step aside here for a moment. Starting lineups when we come back here on the Lafayette Sports Network.
Welcome back to Lafayette Field on the Lafayette Sports Network. The Lafayette Leopards taking on the Bucknell Bison today, the 2019 regular season home finale for Lafayette. Let's get to those starting lineups. We'll start with Bucknell. Brittany Wilworth, one of the 3 forwards. We'll get into her a little bit later. Legal Fogelsonger is a good part of their team. She's the defending offensive player of the week. She had 3 goals last week for the Bison. Marissa Marakis finishes off the forwards. Kayla Kisthart, Chloe Poltanovich, and Megan Keeney and Allie Christopher are your midfielders. And then the 3 rock defenders, Kaylin Long, Grace McAvoy, and Erin Zielinski. Zielinski leads the team in minutes this season. And in goal, as she's been all year, Olivia Harris, who is one of the best in all of Division I and one of the best certainly in the Patriot League. But let's go back to Brittany Wilworth. Kate, she's definitely one of the stars to watch for Bucknell today. Had a great game against Lafayette last year, 3 assists in that matchup. You can see she has 4 goals this season, 13 points overall on 23 shots. So she's been very effective for Bucknell. What can Coach Stone and the Leopards do today to try to limit her and have a good chance fending her off?
Yeah, Matt, Brittany Wilworth is a senior leader on this Bucknell team, which means Lafayette's seen her a couple times before, and I'm sure they've spent a lot of time scouting her and the defense, and especially Sarah Park has to be prepared and keep an eye on her in the offensive territory for Bucknell to make sure that they're eliminating any opportunities she has offensively.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Lafayette's going to have their hands full with her and this Bucknell team. A huge matchup overall, and we also have the starters for your Lafayette Leopards, so let's get into that. One of the forwards, the leader of this team in goals is Molly McAndrew out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Tara Hamilton, also up there, the Canadian freshman, and Felicita Hannes, who's tied for second on the team with 5 goals. Sam DeMaio rounds off the forwards for Lafayette. Cam Costello, a big star of the game. We'll get into her a little bit later. Senior Grace Angelella, a junior, also one of the midfielders today. Anna Steps had the game-winning goal against Temple a few weeks ago, another midfielder. And then we crack into the defense now. Sydney Woolston, Audrey Sars, 2 great defenders this season for Lafayette. And the rock on that defense, Lisa Vandergeest, the 4-time defending defensive player of the week. And in goal, as always, has been all year from Collegeville, Pennsylvania, Sarah Park. But the star to watch out for today is Cam Costello, Doylestown, Pennsylvania native from New Hope, Solebury. And she's been great for them this season. And what can she do? What can Cam Costello do today to get Lafayette ready to go and get him a spark right out of the gate?
Yeah, Matt. So Cam Costello is similarly a senior leader on the Lafayette team over here. She's been asked to step into a big role with the loss of Caroline Turnbull to injury, and we've seen her, especially in that Monmouth game, step up big and play like a senior leader. So we're expecting to see a lot from her, and her role in the midfield today is going to be really critical for success for Lafayette.
Well, we're a little bit closer to first hit and first push now at Rappolt Field. We come back, we'll just be finishing up the national anthem, and we'll get going here for this Lafayette and Bucknell matchup from Rappolt Field. Stay tuned, we'll be right back on the Lafayette Sports Network. We're back at Rappolt Field, just moments away from first push. Lafayette and Bucknell getting ready to go. The final regular season home game of 2019 for the Leopards. Bucknell coming in with a record of 9-6, undefeated 4-0 in conference play. A win today would put them in prime position for the #1 seed in the Patriot League Championship Tournament. That matchup will most likely come down to their matchup next weekend in Washington, D.C. against American. American also tied at 4-0 in the conference. But first we'll have to get through Bucknell today, who's not too shabby themselves, 3-1, and with a win today against Lafayette, put them potentially in the driver's seat as well, Kate.
Right, so Lafayette kind of had their Patriot League season backloaded with 2 tough opponents at the end of the season, so these are two big weekends coming up here.
Lafayette travels to Philadelphia tomorrow, a 2 p.m. match against University of Pennsylvania. That'll be an out-of-conference game, and then they'll end with American next weekend. Lafayette's coming off a tough 2-3 loss last Sunday against William and Mary, the defending CAA conference champions from last year.
That was a tough game, Matt, one that really could have gone either way. Not the outcome Lafayette was hoping for, but we've seen them go into quite a few overtime games this season, and I believe for the most part they can usually get the better half of that, but last weekend they did fall in overtime.
Lafayette managed only 3 shots in the match. 2 goals off of them, we're just moments away, still waiting to go. Sarah Park stands in goal. She signals that she's ready, and there we go. First push, Bucknell controls, and we're underway at Rappolt Field. A crisp 62 degrees to start this one off. A little bit overcast in the last half hour or so, but overall, a pretty comfortable day for some field hockey.
Could definitely be worse for the end of October.
Absolutely, it could.
And I think it usually is.
Supposed to be some rain later on tonight, so glad this match is being played in the early afternoon. Bucknell will send this one out of bounds, and Lafayette will control and have the hit back in. Again, this is the last regular season home game for Lafayette. They're 6-2 at home this year. Had that loss on Sunday, though, to William and Mary, which was tough to take.
Good movement here by Lafayette. They seem to be connecting passes pretty well at the beginning of this game, which is what you like to see from this team. That's one of their main strengths, their ability to move the ball, so it's good to see them connecting with passes early.
As it's been all season now, we're in 15-minute quarters, which is new in 2019. Mostly a running clock. Lafayette moving this in, trying to hit it back into the crease, and stays in. Now it goes out of bounds, and it'll go the other way for Bucknell.
Lafayette's looking hungry early.
Which is a good sign, because one of the things we were talking about before the game is obviously the American matchup is so big for Lafayette, but has to stay focused on today with Bucknell, which is a great opponent in themselves, 3-1 in the conference, and with a win today, they'll be tied with Lafayette in the Patriot League.
And you know, Matt, you had mentioned it to me earlier. It's been a while since Lafayette's been in this position at this point in the season. that they're not competing to make the playoffs, but really they're competing to position themselves well in the playoffs. So I think it's probably very exciting for the players out in the field, but it doesn't take away the significance of each game. So instead of competing to make the playoffs, now they're competing to host the playoffs, win a regular season championship, which is really great to see the program develop that way.
Absolutely. Audrey Soar passes back to Lisa Vandergeest. Vandergeest, the now 4-time defending Defensive Player of the Week in the Patriot League. Pretty amazing feat. She's been a rock defensively and leads this team in shots as well, second in goals. So she does a little bit of everything for this Lafayette squad.
Yeah, Matt, she's really a great player, and it's good to see her getting that recognition. But I think on top of that, something that might be underestimated from her is her leadership for the team. So this is a player that her senior teammates said that they just wanted her to be the captain. They didn't want anyone else to join her. They wanted her to be their leader. So I think that speaks incredible volumes about her leadership for the program.
Lafayette now controls just past the 25-yard line. And it'll go back to the Bison. Well, little bit more in the Patriot League. American takes on Colgate today with a win for them and a win for Lafayette. It would set up basically a winner-take-all in the Washington, D.C. Away match next week. Here's a quick shot, defended and blocked nicely by Anna Steps. Steps will pass on Sam DeMaio.
Good pass there by Sam.
Great pass, exactly. Moving it past the 25-yard mark. And controlled back again by Sam DeMaio. Her pass is a little bit wide and heads to the back of the baseline. And we'll go the other way again. Bucknell moving from left to right, wearing white uniforms with orange text and orange numbers. Lafayette in their home blacks with maroon letters. Good tackle and takeaway by Lisa Vandergeest, but she loses it. And Bucknell moves in. Ball's still loose, and now it'll be a
whistle there.
Yep.
Couldn't hear it from up here.
Couldn't hear it myself as well. Taken into the corner now by Marissa Maracas. She'll pass on in, and ball's tipped around a little bit.
Nice save there by Sarah Park.
So back at the top of the line, pass in on the circle, free ball.
Nice step up by Lisa Vandergeest there to intercept that pass into a dangerous part of the circle. Lafayette looking to regain some composure here. High pressure from Bucknell. We see two of their forwards in the circle still.
Here's a pass downfield.
Sophie Carr with the ball here. Nice move into the center of the field.
Sophie Carr is tripped up, no call, and it's still being fought for, and there's a whistle and a foul, and it'll go back to Bucknell.
Oh, I don't think that's what that player was trying to do there.
Here's Sophie Carr again. She's dribbling, trying to make a move.
Good defense there by Bucknell. Good double team. Trying to make it hard for these Lafayette attackers.
Audrey Soares will pass in. So a lot of what's happened in the first quarters or the first halves of a lot of games this year is both teams just feeling each other out, trying to see the tendencies, see the strengths and the weaknesses. But like you said earlier, though, it seems Lafayette just wants to set the tone early, let Bucknell know they're here for business and they're ready to go. Here's a pass in on the goal.
There, good. That was a good opportunity there. That tough bouncing ball, you can usually get a good deflection, or you have a chance to get a good deflection at least.
That was Audrey Soar with the backhand attempt.
Oh,
Lisa Vandergeest missed opportunity. Rolling in for Bucknell is Brittany Wilworth, a star player to watch in this game
step
before.
Up there by Lisa Vandergeest. Another good double team.
So Lisa Vandergeest has been busy so far with playing some great defense, but another takeaway by Bucknell. So both teams being very aggressive early on.
Yeah, opportunities for both.
Absolutely.
These are two really talented and just good field hockey teams. They both play the game really well, and they have, I think that we'll see as this game goes on, they have very similar tendencies. They both move the ball well. They just have strong players throughout the field. So this is a tough matchup for Lafayette and a really good Bucknell team.
Yeah, tough matchup, and a matchup that head coach Jeremy Cook in his 12th season with Bucknell is very familiar with. Him and the Bison had a 4-1 victory just last season on October 26th. So one of her best games of the season. A 3-time Patriot League all-team member. Pass will go back to Sarah Park and give it to Audrey Soar.
Oh, nice step up there. Good job coming back to the ball on that big hit by Felicia Tessanis.
Pass along the sidelines on the far side. It will creep out. Lafayette controls. And we'll have a hit in. About just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Still no score at Rappel Field. Controlled by Lafayette. They move it back behind midfield. Audrey Sawyers gives a hard hit, rolling on the ground, but taken away by Bucknell.
Good step up there by Anna Steps. Lafayette's looking to try to retain some possession here. Good double team, tough double team on that sideline there by Bucknell.
So both teams are having their offensive opportunities, but also when the offenses get down closer to the shooting circle, the defenses have collapsed. And
yes, we're seeing strong defense on both sides, which is going to make it tough for both teams, but these are two very potent offenses as well, so I think we're in for a good game.
moving along the far sideline, good takeaway by Lafayette. And here's a whistle, trying to make a tackle is Bucknell, but plays whistle dead. Lafayette will control with free hit.
Audrey Sowers in that center back position now with Lisa Vandergeest on the sideline.
Yeah, Vandergeest departed a few minutes ago with some issue, but we'll see when and if she can return to this game. Here's a good push by Bucknell. Strong defense as well from the Leopards. And good takeaway, Sam DeMaio.
Yeah, another good step up, another good double team. With Sam DeMaio stepping in there and breaking up the play.
Sam DeMaio active early on in this, and great defense being played. Oh, and a quick turnover to Bucknell.
Good stop.
So both teams trying to be aggressive here early on. A lot of turnovers, a lot of giveaways, and see how that can be cleaned up as we go along. Here's a pass that rolls to the back of the baseline. Audrey Soar will start this possession.
And we have an update from the American Colgate game. Americans up 1-0 early in that game.
An American win today and a Lafayette win would set up almost a winner-take-all for when those two meet next week in the final regular season matchup for both squads. There's a pass centering inside the circle, and a good
defense again.
Great defense by Lafayette.
Oh, and there's Lisa Vandergeest.
Lisa Vandergeest is back in.
That's good to see for the Leopards.
Sam DeMaio trying to control just past the midpoint.
Bucknell's putting a lot of pressure on the Lafayette center mids there. We just saw Grace Angela under an incredible amount of pressure, but keeps possession.
Here's a steal by Bucknell in the circle. Brittany Wilworth shot and blocked.
Good
and
save by Sarah Park. And way to get rid of the ball there.
Absolutely. Great deflection by Sarah. And to knock that out of there.
Yeah,
Give
really
her
big
defense.
step up.
Give her defense and a chance to recover. And that's exactly what they do. That was Leah Fogelsonger who had the takeaway just at the penalty stroke mark. But great defense on her and Park to knock that one away. 2 minutes left or so in the first quarter. Still no score at Lafayette Field.
Anna steps with a nice overhead pass there. Good ball into the center there.
So Bucknell showing to be very aggressive early on, maybe even a little more aggressive than, or a little more successful in their pushes than Lafayette so far. Every time Lafayette gains a possession and tries to push the ball downfield, they're certainly getting hounded by good defense from Bucknell.
Yeah, we're seeing some really high pressure from Bucknell defensively all over the field.
A lot at stake for Bucknell. A win for them today. They'd be tied with Lafayette, at least tied with at least Lafayette in the Patriot League standings with a 4-1 conference record. And if American was to fall today, a three-way tie after today in the Patriot League standings. So a lot of excitement coming down to the last weekend of the season next week.
Long hit coming in on the 25 for Bucknell. Just under a minute here to play in the first quarter. Lafayette looking to stay strong defensively here.
Vandergeest controls, pushes up. Lafayette still trying to make some form of push, but there's that defense by Bucknell constantly hounding. And now Lafayette has another chance.
Just under 30 seconds here. That pass a little bit too obvious.
Tara Hamilton passes off, tries to get it to, the pass after from Hamilton tries to get to Sam DeMaio, but it's intercepted. And with just under 5 seconds, this first quarter should wrap up with the score still remaining at 0-0. So we saw a lot of offense, but some very good defense as well. We'll step aside, and we come back. We'll have the second quarter action here on the Lafayette Sports Network. Lafayette Field, Lafayette, and Bucknell. Last regular season home game for Lafayette. Just getting ready to start the second quarter, moments away. Bucknell got 2 shots on goal in that first quarter, one by Leah Fogelsonger and one by Brittany Wilworth. The more recent one coming from Fogelsonger on a nice takeaway just in front of the goal, but some great defense by Sarah Park and company to recover and keep this one scoreless. But Kate, what can Lafayette do to, I mean, the defense has been great, but what can they do to get the offense a little more flowing, a little more relaxed, and get closer into the shooting circle?
Like you mentioned, Matt, there is high pressure, but they do need to clean up their possession a little bit more. There's a little bit too many turnovers, I think, even for this level of pressure, so I think they need to get a little bit more composed on the ball.
So we're underway here now. Ball taking up the sideline by...
Good threat there by Bucknell. Not a stop by the Lafayette defense, but sometimes just having that defender there is enough pressure.
There's a big hit by Lisa Vandergeest, but this is...
Long gone.
Long gone indeed. And
that one made it to the farm next door. But a good position here for Lafayette, though. So a smart ball got them out of trouble, and now they are up in the offensive portion of the field. And now they have possession, so smart play there by Lisa Vandergeest. It does look like Lafayette is prepared for high pressure by Bucknell. It looks like they have a couple options up their sleeve, that probably being one of them.
Yeah, Bucknell's out here playing. Here's another turnover. Good takeaway by the Bison. And they'll try to get another offensive push. They got quite a few in the first quarter. But the defense was strong for Lafayette as well. Here's a pass inside the circle, but it's going to just get wide over towards the corner.
Good little touch in the circle to move that ball out of dangerous space.
Big hit and a cross inside.
Oh,
and it's
corner.
Going to go wide. And yes.
Yeah, that was dangerous off a Lafayette stick, so first corner of the day here for Bucknell.
Yep. 13:28. The clock will stop in the second quarter for this corner opportunity for the Bison. First of the day. Sarah Park has been tested. She had 2 shots against her in the first quarter. One very impressive save on Leah Fogelsonger, but this will be a different opportunity. Whistle is set. Here's the pass in. It's controlled. And good deflection and good block.
Yeah, good stop there by Grace Angelella. Gives up a foul, but outside the circle, so not a bad play.
Fantastic stop by Grace Angelella. Ball's still alive. Here's a ricochet, and it just goes wide of the goal.
Yeah, good, strong defense there. And right in front of the net, not letting Bucknell get a little tip on that ball.
Yeah, Grace Angelella comes up with the stick block save on the corner.
Good speed from her getting right out there at the top of the circle at the time that the ball is coming off her stick. So nice flying there.
Grace Angelella in the matchup last season provided the only goal for Lafayette in a 4-1 loss in Lewisburg. She's had her success against the Bison previously. Here's Cam Costello. She'll start this attack, and an awry pass gets away. Ball's a little bit wide, but controlled by Brittany Wilworth, or excuse me, Leah Fogelsonger. And Fogelsonger tries to center it. A little more. Ball still up for grabs, and Sam DeMaio now controls and will take this to the far sideline.
Good decision by Sam there to possess the ball out of the dangerous space, not just hit the ball and turn the ball over right away. So that's what we want to see more out of from Lafayette.
Still waiting for Lafayette to really get a good offensive possession going with a high percentage shot opportunity.
Yeah, we saw some opportunities really early in the game. They had a couple circle entries, but not much since then.
Audrey Soares' pass to Cam Costello is a little bit wide. So both teams still feeling each other out a little bit, but you can tell that Bucknell has the momentum.
Got to go to that ball. Good step up by the Bucknell defender. We're seeing some new players on the forward line for Lafayette with Tara Hamilton, a freshman, starting today. I think we see Hannah Lewis up there, another freshman. So some new faces to the forward line. I think that's probably the result of some injuries. We see Sam DeMaio, who's normally a forward, on the midfield line to replace Caroline Turnbull. So some new faces out there.
Big hit and big opportunity. Even matchup 2-on-2. Here's a drive into the circle and the shot, and it's deflected and goes back up to the top.
Great defense by Lisa Vandergeest and a really huge step up by the freshman who continues to impress on the back line, Sydney Woolston.
Sydney Woolston, one of the starters today for the Leopards.
Good touch by Molly McAndrew to keep that ball in play. Molly McAndrew, the reigning Rookie of the Year for the Patriot League.
So when the offense like this for Lafayette is off to a slow start like this, not getting good possessions, the passes aren't crisp. What is Coach Stone, when you were playing, what is Coach Stone's advice? What is her sort of her go-to strategy of trying to get the team, you know, back into it and kind of control the possession a little bit more?
I think they just go back to their game plan. I'm sure they knew they were going to see high pressure out of Bucknell, and I think it's just sticking to the plan, possessing the ball a little bit more cleanly, And the opportunities will come if they do that. So it only takes one in field hockey, and that one can be one play, one shot, one goal. So they just need to stay consistent and stay strong and stick to their game plan, and hopefully the results will come from that.
Still plenty of time in this one. Just under 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Good call there on a stick foul. So far, seeing some really good, consistent reffing out there, which is good to see. You don't see them too involved in the game, which is nice, but making the calls they need to.
Yeah, you want to see, let the players play, let the girls go out and play their own game. Win with physicality.
And I think we'll see that physicality increase as this game goes on, especially if it stays tied. So I'm sure we'll see them a little bit more involved when that happens, but it's a good start here today.
Bucknell will control and move up along the sidelines near side, and it's tipped out of bounds by Molly McAndrew.
Lafayette forwards nice and low here, putting good pressures as well. Another stick foul for Bucknell.
Cam Costello will be on the restart, and it'll move to the far sideline just past midfield. Time of possession is certainly in the favor of Bucknell early on in this one.
Opportunity here. Oh, I think that hit her foot. Yep.
That was a dangerous pass.
Yes, it was.
Very dangerous
Bucknell
pass.
got
Molly
lucky
McAndrew
there.
smelled that a mile away and almost made a great play on it. Bucknell fortunate.
Good ball. Good ball. Good awareness that she had a forward up ahead there, but just outside of her reach.
Lisa Vandergeest will begin the restart. Another long pass ahead.
Another
She's had a
good
couple
ball.
of them. Moving along the sidelines, intercepted. Great play by Bucknell. Aggressive, very aggressive on
Good
floor
passing
checks.
here. Good step up by Lafayette defense again. We're seeing a good afternoon out of the Lafayette defense so far, but as a former goalkeeper will tell you, you don't want to see that for too long because the more opportunities you give up for Bucknell, eventually they're going to capitalize. So
Here's a whistle.
good quick restart.
Quick restart. Here's a
Oh,
pass
just
inside.
outside.
Yep, just past the reach.
So those are the opportunities that Lafayette wants to clean up. They worked the ball all the way up to the circle and turned it over. So those are the little opportunities that add up to possibly missed opportunities.
Lafayette's still looking for their first shot of this game. We're just under 7 minutes in the second quarter. It's a 4-shot-to-none lead in that category for Bucknell.
Good step up there by Bucknell and getting the ball right ahead for an offensive opportunity. Good recovery here, though, by Cam Costello.
Good step up, and here comes Lafayette with a offensive chance. Ball is tipped off the foot.
Held whistle there for opportunity for Lafayette. Not going to stop the play. Good reffing.
Lafayette thinking about putting that in the circle, and they wait for more body. Sam DeMaio, here's a quick shot.
What a shot,
Great
what a
block
save.
by Olivia Harris.
That was pretty incredible. Both the shot, quick shot, and that save. Wow.
Sam DeMaio fired it inside and off some redirect.
The ref spots, I think it looks like some blood on a Lafayette player on the other side of the field. Those are some good eyes. So she's going to get that cleaned up quick, but
Yeah, she's sending off Sydney Woolston.
trying to keep the game safe here, so some good attention.
That certainly was. That ref was just at the penalty line, almost at the baseline when
yeah, at least.
when he whistled and made that spot.
Yeah. Really good opportunity there from Lafayette. And here,
Audrey
another.
Soares pass
and a
inside.
corner.
And now we're going to have a corner. First corner of the day for Lafayette. So here is the best offensive push they've had so far today. The quick shot in on goal.
Matt, going back to that last play, that was an incredible save by Olivia Harris.
Absolutely.
She's showing why she's top in the league and the nation, but that was impressive. And that, I mean, just to get that shot off was incredible by Lafayette, and to be able to save that, wow. That's some good hockey.
Yeah. Olivia Harris has been a goalkeeper of the week this season, 9th in Division I with a .781 save percentage. And here's the first corner for Lafayette. The passed in, controlled, Vandergeest shot, and it's tipped in, up and in. First goal of the day goes to the Leopards.
Really great corner execution there. And to be honest, I'm not sure that was the plan, but Lisa Vandergeest with a strong hit in, which usually goes right on cage, but Lafayette attacker in. I'm trying to hear who that goal was from.
Yep, so it's
the
goal.
That?
Yep, goal goes to Vandergeest.
Okay.
And was controlled by Cam Costello, who dished it on to Vandergeest, and obviously Anna Steps.
I have a feeling they
began.
might. I think someone else may have gotten a touch on that, so stay tuned.
Yep.
Originally
that might be a
goes
change.
to Lisa, but I think there was a touch right in the front of the goal.
Yeah, that certainly had a redirection. It was.
Yeah, and the reason I say that is she hit that ball, so if the ball went in the air and she hit it, it wouldn't have been a goal. So, and you didn't see any reaction from Bucknell, so I think there must have been a tip in front of the cage.
I mean, that redirected to the top right corner of it, so there was a redirection somewhere. But in the end, the goal is good. Lafayette gets on the board, and just like that, they have 3 quick shots on goal in the last few minutes. Just about 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
So nice sportsmanship here.
Yep.
The most important time in the game is 2 minutes after a goal for both teams. So let's see how the momentum changes, if it does at all.
Yeah, Bucknell controlling the possession of this game and the setting the tone offensively up until the last 2 or 3 minutes. And then Lafayette makes a push. They get a quick shot on goal off a pass from Sam DeMaio, and then the corner, and that sets up the goal.
Good offensive sequence for Lafayette. So if you're a Leopards fan, you want to see some more of that.
Well, and it's like what you said, it only takes 1 or 2 opportunities. You can be down on your luck and having a tough time getting some momentum going, but once you get it, all you need is an opportunity, and they got it. Well, now, as you said, we're a couple minutes after the goal. Bucknell trying to stay aggressive.
And to be honest, Matt, from experience, a lot of the times there are games where a team completely dominates but can't score, and then the other team gets one opportunity or 2 and they score, and it changes the total outcome of the game. And you look at the stat sheet and see that the losing team had significantly more shots on goal and opportunities.
Yep. Well, an update on the American Colgate matchup. 2-1 American leads. So 3 goals quick in that one.
And American is not only top in the league, but also one of the top programs in Division I. So it's nice to see a competitive game from Colgate. It shows a lot about the strength of the league.
Good steal and takeaway by Molly McAndrew.
Oh, trying to get her stick there.
Yeah.
You can trying to get that free hit as quickly as possible.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised that foul wasn't upgraded to a corner, but I like it. I like that the ref's not too involved in the game. But
3 minutes left, second quarter. Lafayette leads 1-0 over Bucknell.
Looking to shift the point of attack here. Get the defense moving, try to find a hole.
Possess the ball long, explore their opportunities around the whole circle.
I sure thought that went out of bounds, but I'm pretty far away. Looks like a step up by Bucknell's defense.
Here's Lisa Vandergeest. She'll pass in. Sam DeMaio now has it. Yep.
Need some binoculars on when it's
yeah,
that far away.
It's a little tough to see some numbers here, but.
Brittany Wilworth on the ball here. Lafayette looking to get some numbers ahead. Dangerous pass there.
Very dangerous, slow moving, but.
Well-timed sub by Anna Steps there to break that up.
Whistle here, and Lafayette.
So the ref's trying to keep the physical play in check early here. Looks like a green card, so just a warning there, 2 minutes. So that should be the better half of the remainder of this quarter.
Yeah, that was a warning. on number 4, Maddie Rehack, getting the green card. Just a warning.
Well, she's out for 2 minutes now, so.
Yep.
Another foul will probably be a yellow card in 5 minutes.
Yep. So now Lafayette, in these last 5 or 6 minutes, really setting the tone since that goal. So as you mentioned, the 2 minutes after a goal is so important. I think we can say that Lafayette is starting to turn it on now, gain the momentum.
Yes, they are.
Here's a pass on the inside.
Good step up by Bucknell's defender there. And a lot of traffic. Looks like that was Chloe Poltavan Banage.
But a good opportunity, good offensive possession for the Leopards. Pressure on goal, getting a shot.
Good possession here by Bucknell, moving the ball forward.
Lafayette now has 3 shots. Last minute of the quarter. Good dribbling inside.
Good.
Calling for a foul, I
Yeah.
believe was Brittany Wilworth.
Good step up by Audrey Sowers. It did seem pretty clean. You usually hear some sort of sticks hitting each other or something if it's not. And
Yeah, Brittany Wilworth was dribbling that a long way into the circle.
really high pressure here from Bucknell again. They're really discouraging this pass back to Lisa Vandergeest, but Audrey Sowers says it's okay. She can handle it.
Trusts her senior defender to take that ball, and Vandergeest frustrated with herself as her pass sails out of bounds. 20 seconds left, and Bucknell with one last opportunity for some momentum, maybe to head in to the half.
Good step up by Anna Steps. Like she has the name to do that.
Steps controlling, trying to play keep away in the last few seconds. And that will do it for the first half. Lafayette gets a goal about midway through the quarter and leads 1-0. And that'll do it for the first half. We will be back after halftime here on the Lafayette Sports Network. The possession of the game and the offensive tone for most of the first half, and then Lafayette, as you mentioned, really started to kind of find their stride in the second half of that second quarter. And you got to imagine Coach Stone just really wants them to continue working on that as we go.
Right, it'll be interesting to see how the momentum begins in the second quarter, to see if the halftime kind of killed that momentum generated by Lafayette and gives Bucknell an opportunity to regain it, or if Lafayette can build off of how they ended the second quarter.
Bucknell now going from right to left, and Lafayette from left to right. Both teams switching sides. Lisa Vandergeest will begin this restart. Her shot, a couple of bounces, controlled by Sam DeMayo. Open dribbling down the near sideline. Good interception to stop a potential run by Bucknell.
Back and forth here on our near sideline.
Goes back to Erin Zielinski. Zielinski controlling. She leads the team in minutes and has started every game this season for Bucknell. Bucknell now working on the far sideline towards the corner.
Little circle entry for Bucknell, thwarted by the Lafayette defense. But some good pressure, making it tough to get the ball outside of the dangerous area. And a tough free hit here now coming.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, coming in by Bucknell.
Bucknell will start. Redirection by Lafayette. And a whistle.
Good little interception there, but right into her teammates' feet.
So Bucknell looks like they're trying to pick up where they started the game for most of the first half. Applying pressure offensively.
Oh, dangerous ball there.
Bouncing ball in, and it's whistled that way.
So Lafayette will have a free hit at the spot of that dangerous hit.
Vandergeest will begin. Give a hard hit. Controlled by Lafayette. Pass.
Good lead back, and there by Felicitas Hanas.
Near side to Sam DeMayo. She's rolling on in. Pass along the sideline.
Play just over the end line there.
Tough play. It started with a good pass by Vandergeest. Controlled at midfield, and Sam DeMaio tries to get the momentum going. DeMaio nearly had an interception on some sort of a lazy pass. So this Lafayette defense is active and alert, especially on the forecheck almost on the Bucknell side of the field.
Lafayette defense scrambling to organize here. They definitely have numbers in the circle, but trying to keep everyone organized, not give up any fouls. Oh, big pick there by Molly McAndrew. Oh, but another turnover by Lafayette. The Bucknell ball again within their attacking 25. High pressure here by Lafayette forward.
Great defense. Great pressure. Bucknell just trying to find the point of entry where they want to start, and they can't even get anything going.
Good step up there by Anna Steps. She's very strong on the ball always, and intercepts balls very cleanly on her stick, so she's not causing fouls most of the time.
Ball will go out of bounds, and Bucknell will repossess and on the restart. Hard hit down, intercepted by Audrey Sawyer.
Another good step up. Just trying to find an option there. But good pressure by Bucknell. We've seen good defense from both teams all over the field.
Absolutely. It's been a defensive battle. That 1-0 score is critical right now for Lafayette, and critical it's not the other way.
Right, that 1 goal advantage doesn't provide much comfort because the game could change in a second, but it does let you breathe a bit. You don't feel like you need to score. You just need to play a strong game.
Tara Hamilton with a good pass up to Molly McAndrew.
Good
Here's
ball.
a pass on the circle. She's trying to get a hold of it. Backhand pass, or backhand shot is
Good
saved
save
by Harris.
Right. Oh,
Some bodies bumping Sam DeMaio and a Bucknell defender.
for as small as Sam DeMaio is, that's impressive that she did
Yeah,
not go down
really.
with that contact. She might look bigger than she is on camera, but she's pretty petite. But strong, as we see.
Great defense. DeMaio almost had the play, but the whistle on a illegal tackle, and Bucknell will control again. That was some good passing moments ago to get that on the inner circle.
But good defense by Bucknell, a good save by Olivia Harris, and no harm, no foul.
Sam DeMaio now controls just north of the 25-yard line. She passes on in. Ball still trying to be corralled and controlled. A lot of bodies playing for the ball, and yep, here is a corner.
So that was impressive by Sam DeMaio there. She's under a lot of pressure, maybe triple team there, but earns a foul, and you can see the senior experience there. She's done this before and earns an opportunity here for Lafayette.
Senior Sam DeMaio tied for second on the team, or she coming into the day tied for second in goals with 5. 11 career goals in her time with Lafayette. Anna Steps will start the corner and push it in per usual.
Yeah, it'll be interesting here to see if Lafayette sticks with the same play they did last time and results in a goal, or if they switch it up here and try something new.
Last time was Steps to Costello. It does go to Costello to Vandergeest. The shot in. Good stick or even foot save by Harris. There's a shot, another shot. Good save by Harris, and now it goes in for Lafayette.
Wow, what a sequence there offensively.
If at first you do not succeed, try again. At least three shots in the sequence.
Looks like the goal goes to Molly McAndrew there. A really hard shot and great save by the Bucknell goalie there. Shot by Lisa Vandergeest, but Molly McAndrew right in the heart of the goal, gets her stick on it and puts it deep in the back of the net. Great offensive sequence by Lafayette. Not much you can do about that if you're Bucknell.
Molly McAndrew, her 9th goal of the season, leads the team, and now has 20 points on the year to lead Lafayette. So 2 corners and 2 goals for the Leopards, and it's 2-0 with just under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. And just like that, here comes Bucknell trying to cut into this lead. A good centering
corner,
pass.
wow.
And another corner in less than a minute. 2 corners, 1 for each team.
Great response by Bucknell there.
So there's that minute or 2 mentality after a goal. How will they respond? And Bucknell coming out from the goal with some fire, some passion.
And that's exactly what Bucknell head coach Jeremy Cook wants to see. So that's really, it's a mark of a good team, but also puts them in a great opportunity to dig their way back into this match.
Jeremy Cook in his 12th season at the helm for the Bison.
Opportunity here now for Bucknell. Lafayette looking to get high pressure again right out the top of the circle.
Bucknell had 1 corner in the first half, could not convert. Passes in cleanly, and the shot is a slow roller and hits some bodies in front. Deflection, good leg save by Sarah Park.
2 good saves there.
Yes.
Some will wonder why corner wasn't called on that high clear, but she played it right back to the Bucknell attacker, and so the ref held advantage there to see if she had an opportunity to score.
So Bucknell will control off the corner, though, and have another good offensive chance.
Ooh,
this pass hard.
I'm not sure. The original call seems to be coming into Bucknell, but I'm not sure what Lafayette possibly could have done to foul there.
That's Anna Steps who got hit off the hard pass or hard shot.
So if this is a Bucknell ball, that means the ref thinks the ball hit Anna Steps below her knee, but if she did, she would be feeling a lot better than she does now.
Yeah.
So I think Bucknell is getting away with one here. But good to see Anna Steps is back up on her feet.
Anna Steps going to tough this out. Here's another hard shot, and Lafayette takes it away and will possess. And bodies are really going down in this
getting a little
offensive
physical,
zone.
Yep.
Little chippy, little physical.
Yeah. There's a lot at stake here today.
Well,
so.
especially now with Bucknell down 2-0. Got to play even harder now to come back from this deficit against a really good defensive team so far in the Leopards. A little under 8 minutes left, third quarter.
And you know, Matt, for Lafayette, the known rival is of course Lehigh, but especially within particular sports, and Field Hockey is a good example, you have your own rivalries of teams that you meet and compete with every year. And for Lafayette, that's often Bucknell, American, and Boston, those teams that they're competing with in the playoffs. Lehigh is always going to be a big rival, but there are also these other rivals that don't get as much attention, but these teams have played each other a lot. The coaches have played each other a lot, so everybody knows each other, and there's definitely a rivalry.
Yeah, Jeremy Cook, his 12th season, and Coach Stone in her 7th. They've certainly faced each other a lot. Here's a whistle and a restart from Bucknell just outside the circle. So here comes that furious offense. Here's a good pass inside.
Yeah, nice snag there by Lisa Vandergeest. Another good save in that sequence by Sarah Park. Her experience is showing. She's playing some of the best hockey of her career here at Lafayette and at exactly the right time.
It's Nora Carr who made a really diving effort play to keep that in bounds, but it goes off and will be possessed by Lafayette. Vandergeest will restart again.
What a ball.
Wow, a couple of bounces, nutmegs 2 defenders, and on the far side, controlled.
Whew, dangerous ball there, but if anyone can do it, it's Lisa Vandergeest.
So now we're really seeing both offenses play with some passion. You see Lafayette starting to take control. Starting at the end of the second quarter, I think their offensive game is now coming alive, and good save by Sarah Park. Another good effort by, Olivia Harris.
Another strong opportunity there for Lafayette. If that ball is in the air and it's on cage, that's probably goal number 3. So great step up there by Olivia Harris. Good pressure by Lafayette, attacking in waves. The first attacker turns the ball over. There's a free ball, and there's a Lafayette attacker right behind her to pick it up and put a shot on goal.
So for Sarah Park now, goalkeeper yourself, Kate, what is the mentality knowing that you have a 2-0 lead, you're over halfway through this third quarter, and you know that the girls in front of you, the defense has been playing very well, but at the same time, you know Bucknell already had a good offensive game starting this game, and now the you know, the pressure is mounting to get these 2 goals back. What's the mentality going through Sarah Park's head right now?
So 2 goals definitely feels better than 1.
Yeah.
So that 2-goal advantage is nice, but Bucknell can score 2 goals in 2 minutes, I'm sure. So she needs to make sure her defense stays organized as they continue to attack moving forward. And in a game with stakes this high and that's this intense and is a league game, it's not hard for her to stay focused, especially with just a 2-goal advantage.
Well, as we look at the out-of-town scoreboard, American is starting to really take control, up 4-1 in the 4th quarter against Colgate. In all likelihood, they should hold on to that win and move to 5-0 in the Patriot League. So it's nice to know that Lafayette has that 2-0 lead so far, and with a win today, both of those clubs, Lafayette and American, be deadlocked at 5-0. Audrey
More
Soares.
pressure here.
Yep. Pressure on Audrey Soar.
Oh.
Bouncing pass / shot from Vander Geest. Couldn't be controlled by Sam DeMaio and Lafayette. Here's some tough defense on the forecheck. And a good job by Lafayette to control this again.
Great little pocket play there between Anna Steps and Grace Angelella. Good ball into the pocket by Sydney Woolston. And good pressure there by Molly McAndrew, forcing a Bucknell turnover. So just 3 minutes here remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lafayette still with a 2-goal advantage and still looking to pressure, getting the better portion of this 3rd quarter in terms of possession and opportunities.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. And as I say that, here's an opportunity here for Bucknell.
Leah Fogelsonger bringing it in, and a whistle. And
Yeah, not a good pass there by Lafayette. So an opportunity here for Bucknell. A 2-1 game going into the 3rd quarter looks a lot different than a 2-0 game. So Bucknell's looking
for sure.
to get 1 on the board here for sure.
Moving it down the far sideline to the corner, a pass inside. And sort of a scrum for it, and Lafayette does come out with it for a moment. Just about 2 minutes left. 2-0 lead for the Leopards here at Rappolt Field. And passes wide for Bucknell, so their opportunity goes for naught at the moment. Pass will go back to Lisa Vander Geest to control.
Good pressure here by Bucknell.
Blocking her defender off, and good play by her to keep this alive. Sam DeMaio with almost 2 defenders on her now, still controls.
Maybe 3 there.
Yeah, about
4th.
3, and great hustle by Sam.
Yeah, gets a foul. Wow.
Gets the foul, keeps possession. Just
if you're Bucknell in that
handling.
situation, you're in the right position. You're
Yeah.
putting pressure on the ball. That's just good skill.
You're
by
doing
Sam
everything
DeMaio,
right
yeah.
in the rules. You're being aggressive, and Sam DeMaio just has good handling and really wants it. And you got to imagine for a senior, a senior like her and these seniors, they don't want this to be their last game at Rappolt Field of their career. They want to get this win today, get that win at American next week, and host that Patriot League tournament here.
Definitely, that's in the back of their minds, I'm sure. Looks like a green card was issued to Bucknell, and a green card to the Bucknell bench as well, which I'm not sure if that's going to result in a player okay, so green card to the bench, green card on a Bucknell player to be named later.
Yeah.
Pretty far from us here to see what number that was.
Now,
but
how does a green card to a bench work? Is that like chirping,
yeah, that's most likely.
Some
Giving some feedback.
questionable
to
feedback to the refs? Yeah.
or just relentless. Sometimes they'll just need some space and give
True.
a little warning card there.
Lafayette controls in their zone, but a turnover. And Bucknell with 27 seconds left. A cross inside. Vandergeest is there. Good stick, good step up.
Oh, yeah, dangerous hit there, but
Yeah.
good effort by Anna Steps. Just under 20 seconds here, so. Oh, that Lafayette's not happy about the spot of that.
Cross inside, kicked away by Sarah Park. Good play by her at the very least. This should probably kill the rest of the quarter, no matter what. And 2 seconds left. Lafayette has it, and that'll do it here in the third quarter. But Lafayette gets a good second goal pretty early on a corner. And we will head to the critical fourth quarter in just a few moments here on the Lafayette Sports Network. 2-0 lead for the Leopards as we are just moments away from starting the fourth quarter. Well, Jennifer Stone, the head coach for Lafayette, been here for 7 seasons now. Kate, you played under her. She's coached a lot of great players, spoken highly of. What can you say about her and her tutelage here with the Leopards?
So Jennifer has been working on developing a team to compete like this since she took over 7 years ago. So it's great to see her have that success, and they've been working towards this product for quite a bit of time. So it's great to see them compete here for a championship and be in a good position to do so.
Yeah, well, Lafayette just 1 quarter away from 5-0 in what looks to be a winner-take-all regular season finale against American next weekend. And Coach Stone knows what's at stake today. A win would really sort of kill the chances for Bucknell at a shot at the top, probably a top 2 seed. With a win today, Lafayette would secure a top 2 seed in the tournament no matter what, the Patriot League Championship Tournament.
And we see a yellow card issued to Molly McAndrew for 5 minutes. I guess there was some contact there, but I'm surprised to see that call.
Coach Stone had her hands up right away asking for an explanation.
Yeah,
but
there was nothing intentional there, maybe some contact, but a little bit. That was pretty quick. There was not a green card issued beforehand, so I'm not sure I like that call.
So Molly McAndrew's off for 5 minutes, and Bucknell quickly moving in.
Yeah, that could be a break that Bucknell could use.
Molly McAndrew has a goal in this game already. McAndrew and Vandergeest with the 2 goals.
And Coach Jeremy Cook over on the Bucknell sideline is very animated.
Yeah.
He does not look happy.
He was displeased with something on there.
And the bench already has a green card there, so.
Here's Sam DeMaio. Backhanded.
Good
Good cross.
Oh, but a stick foul there on Lafayette, so the ball's coming out.
Yeah, Jeremy Cook was jumping up and down, ran behind his bench. He probably had to. He might have said, maybe he was about to say a few words. Remember, in that third quarter, Bucknell got a green card warning, or just the bench got a green card. We've seen a couple of green cards already today. 1 yellow card moments ago to Molly McAndrew.
Here's an opportunity for Bucknell with a hit all the way up outside the circle here.
Carr controls it.
Oh.
There's a flip inside, and it's going to go the other way, a foul.
Dangerous ball there. Lafayette still trying to kill a 5-minute yellow card.
Vandergeest explores her options on how to begin this possession. She'll go to Audrey Sawyer. Sawyer looked at Sam DeMaio for a minute, thinking about maybe a cross, a far cross, but didn't have the space.
And I think the player disadvantage also probably weighed in her mind there.
Exactly.
Trying to keep things clean for sure until they can get back to full. That contact looked a bit more than the yellow card.
Mm-hmm. Well, Audrey Sawyers has been big today. Very good defensively for Lafayette. She started every game last season and had an assist last week in the 2-3 loss against William & Mary here at Lafayette Field for Lafayette.
Good ball, another good ball, good sequence here.
Good movement downfield into the slot backhand attempt is barred away, and it'll jot out of bounds.
Yeah, good defense there by Bucknell.
And Anna Steps will
Shut
control
down that shot, yep.
at the 25-yard line. Her pass is a little bit wide and under the stick and out.
Yeah, those are the opportunities there. Lafayette wants to slow down there, just make it a little bit cleaner, more dangerous. They'll want that one back later.
Molly McAndrew still stands on the far sideline waiting to come back in. Here's Anna Steps maneuvering around. She'll kick it back to Vandergeest. Again, trying to eat up that clock a little bit. Almost 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, so that's a good point, Matt. They're not really even just trying to kill some clock for the card, but like you mentioned, there's 11 minutes left and they're up 2-0 here in a crucial game, so there's no rush to do anything.
2-0 lead. Goals from Lisa Vandergeest in the second quarter and Molly McAndrew in the third. Both goals coming off corner kicks. There's corner hits, excuse me. Ball's out of bounds on the far sideline. It'll be controlled by Bucknell. And we're seeing a lot of animation from the bench of Bucknell today. Jeremy Cook was just giving a kicking motion, I think letting the ref know exactly what the play was.
Really good ball handling there by Anna Steps.
Steps will give it to Sawyer.
Anna Steps knows the clock. She knows they have a 2-goal advantage here. She's going to make them come and take the ball from her.
Anna Steps, a junior from Germany, had the game-winning overtime goal against Temple a few weeks ago. She started that corner opportunity and had the redirection that went in to defeat the Owls 1-0. Here's Vandergeest, but she turns it over, and the ball is...
corner.
Yep, ball could not be possessed off the turnover, and that will result in another corner for Bucknell.
So Lafayette's had 2 stops on Bucknell corners here. Bucknell's going to look to try to do something a little bit different here. I would not be surprised to see an option pass here, not a direct hit on the cage, so we'll see what Coach Jeremy Cook has planned.
Well, we're under 10 minutes now, fourth quarter. This will be the third corner opportunity for Bucknell.
This is where another change for the season becomes important. So the clock stopped on this corner, so they're probably saving themselves at least a minute here in prep time.
This is Brittany Wilworth. She'll start the corner. Here's her push. Controlled. The shot in. Leg save by Sarah Park.
Held an advantage there for the dangerous save off Sarah Park, and then gives the corner.
Yeah, I don't know. The opportunity there probably I mean, Bucknell and Coach Cook probably wishing that was a better opportunity they had. I mean, Sarah Park didn't have much traffic in front of her. She saw it all the way.
Yeah. Fortunately for them, I think her balance was off a bit there, so the ball went high.
Yeah.
So they get another shot here.
So we'll do it again. This is Wilworth. Control. This one will go more centered in. And the shot whiffed.
Good save by Sarah Park.
Great save by Park, and
she's seeing the ball really well.
she is.
Even that time with some traffic in front of her. So big save from her. She's playing big today.
Allie Christopher trying to dangle and make a play, but goes out of bounds. Another restart. Sarah Dimmock controls. So go back closer to midfield.
So Lafayette at full strength again, 11 players on the field. Molly McAndrews back on the forward line after a nice 5-minute rest. Lafayette survives the player down.
A couple of substitutes for both teams entering the game right now.
Good pressure by Bucknell. And Anna Steps
Pressure,
throws an aerial here.
pressure has to be on. Almost 8 minutes left. Down 2 goals. And a stiffened defense and a really good goalkeeper today in Sarah Park, who's, like you said, she's really seeing the ball well. But Bucknell's getting their opportunities.
So if you're Lafayette here, there is 8 minutes to go. You're up 2 goals, but every minute that you're playing offense is a minute that Bucknell is not playing offense.
Exactly.
So you want to play safe, but you're also still trying to attack and go forward. Fans getting a little bit more animated as this game gets later. Good ball by Lisa Vandergeest again. If Bucknell's going to watch some film and see that that was open later.
There's a great split of Bucknell to Lafayette fans here today. Great traveling fan base for the Bison.
Yeah, and especially in this Patriot League play, it's nice. It is some distance, but it's not Boston and it's not Washington, D.C.
Exactly.
It's not as close as Lehigh, but Holy Cross and Colgate also being further trips for both of these schools. So
Lafayette with a big win against Lehigh this year. Their arch rival. 1-0 victory.
Oh, yep, that's a corner. Good little play there by Bucknell to find Anna Stepp's foot. So just over 7 minutes here. The clock stopped as I set up this corner. They've had a couple opportunities here in the fourth quarter. Lafayette's looking to clean things up a little bit.
So all of a sudden the corners are starting to pile up now in the favor of Bucknell, getting their opportunities, down 2 goals. The goal here with about 7 minutes left would really put the pressure now on Lafayette to defend a little better.
Yeah, that goal here would definitely make things interesting.
This will be corner number 5 ensuing. And 7 minutes, 11 seconds left, fourth quarter. Brittany Wilworth will begin the corner. Passes middle in, controlled, and the shot is in, and that's the first goal for Bucknell. Traffic in front of Sarah Park.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a deflection off of Brittany Wilworth's stick.
It's a huge goal for Bucknell,
Yes,
and they really needed it at this critical point. If it had gotten any bit later in this corner, time dwindling away, it may have not been enough, but a little over 7 minutes now,
Yeah,
2-1.
plenty of time.
Yeah, as you said, plenty of time. Need to be patient, find their opportunities. And it's so important now for Lafayette to control and maybe even tack on an insurance goal.
Yep, that's what they're going to look to do here. Because as I mentioned earlier, is if they're playing offense, Bucknell isn't, so it also kills clock.
Exactly.
Oh. Bucknell, or Lafayette looking hungry here.
So look to see a very aggressive Bucknell defense and offense now. Hungry and desperate for that game-tying goal.
And if you're Lafayette, you just got to play clean. This last quarter has been a little bit sloppier than the prior quarters, giving up a few more corners. So just got to clean up the game a bit. All right, yep. Good call here by Lisa Vandergeest. Slow things down. They have no rush. You don't want to force anything. Get your team composed.
Clock is still running, about 6 minutes to go. Head coach Jeremy Cook pointing and giving direction to his Bucknell team. Bucknell 3-1 in conference coming in. A win today would tie them with Lafayette.
Free hit right outside the circle for Bucknell.
Pass in, deflected.
Good step up by Anna Steps. All right, slow here. Don't force anything.
Anna Steps and Grace Angelella were critical in that stand, and now Audrey Soares will control. She's got Vandergeest to her left. She'll instead, or to her right, she'll go to her left, and the ball is turned over. So here's that hounding defense, making their mark for Bucknell.
Good stop there by Lisa Vandergeest, just to be composed on the ball. Some quick free hit here, not resulting in a turnover.
Little discombobulation, I think,
Yeah.
on that attack. Maybe some players on different pages.
If you're Lafayette here, you just kind of need to get your composure. It seems like they're rushing when they really just need to control the ball. So
Sam DeMaio trying to play keep away, but she cannot. And now here comes Bucknell with a rush.
And Bucknell, or a Lafayette foul here for a Bucknell free hit.
Here's a shot on in and a deflection.
Yeah.
And it's going to go the other way, so stick foul on Bucknell.
Yeah, dangerous ball there off the Bucknell attacker stick. So free hit coming out for Lafayette. Lafayette just needs to keep composure here. Just under 4 minutes to play. 1 goal advantage. They don't need to rush. They don't need to do anything special. They just need to play strong defense and possess the ball. These are really tough periods of the game for both teams. Maybe even more so Lafayette, who has something to defend. If you're Bucknell, you've got nothing to lose here.
Sydney Woolston controls on the near sideline. She'll flip down that sideline out of bounds, and will stay
Probably
with Lafayette.
Probably going to slow this hit down. Yep, good decision here by Sydney Woolston. Bucknell has numbers ahead. Nowhere to go, really.
Woolston has Anna Steps in front of her. She'll go to her right to Sam DeMaio. And DeMaio will be the recipient of a stick foul. DeMaio moving in to the circle. Near
Good
side.
ball. Oh, just outside of Sydney.
Just
Sophie
outside
Carr's
of the
stick.
reach. Yep.
Under 3 minutes here. Bucknell attacking. They're going to earn a foul. Oh, ref didn't see it.
And you know, any seconds that run off the clock that the ball is on this side, on the right side, on the Bucknell side of the field, like we've said a couple times here, is huge for Lafayette. Just burning that clock away. Just about 2.5 minutes to go. There's a high flip.
Yeah, dangerous ball there.
Very, yes. Anna Steps almost had a turnover opportunity.
Yeah, lucky their team stepped up to help her out.
Now Vandergeest will begin this hit, or she'll defer to Anna Steps. And we'll go back to Vandergeest playing keep away.
Yeah, doing some clock management here.
Audrey Sawyer flips inside, trying to keep just keep Bucknell from getting a rush, getting some offensive momentum.
2 minutes here. Oh.
And this pass goes.
Yeah, but it's good for Bucknell because now they're in their offensive territory. This is going to be a tough free hit for Lafayette.
Lafayette clinging to a 2-1 lead. Under 2 minutes to go, Rappolt Field.
Really high pressure on Anna Steps here. But she's the girl Lafayette wants on the ball under that pressure. Well, Lafayette has a couple of those girls, which they're very fortunate for, but she's definitely one of them. Good move. Good ball movement here.
Great ball movement. It was good up until that moment. It was under the stick. Does stay in bounds for Bucknell. That was number 13, Allie Christopher. Christopher with it again, moving up the sidelines. DeMaio
in
company, Not a lot of balance. Different ball control.
Oh, nice touch by Tara Hamilton. Opportunity here with just under a minute to play.
Under a minute, as you said, 54 seconds. Lafayette controlling, just want to keep the ball in the Bucknell zone. And wow.
Bucknell is pleading with the ref here.
Olivia Harris and company not happy whatsoever that this is going to, as you said, be a corner.
It looks like it's a foot call. It looks like Bucknell was arguing that it was outside of the circle, but we very clearly saw the ref there point. No, that was inside the circle, so. He had good vantage point there, so. Corner here for Lafayette. They're 2 for 2. See if they can make it 3 for 3 here. Bucknell trying to stop the corner for the first time this afternoon.
Do you think does Lafayette here try to do what their strategy that they've gotten their 2 goals with, or is this more of let's make some extra passes on this corner and just possess this ball?
I think they're trying to score here.
Yep. And they are. Vandergeest winds up and shoots, and it's deflected off.
Coming out. Okay, so 40 seconds here. Bucknell scrambling.
Bucknell, maybe one last push. 30 seconds to go. Clock's still running. 2-1 lead for Lafayette. They are just seconds away from locking down a 5-0 record in conference, and they control. Anna Steps, far sideline.
Yeah, she's just going to stay on the ball here. Not really in a dangerous spot of the field, so she's just going to hold on to it.
She has no intention of pushing this towards the circle. Let's just keep this together. 5 seconds, and this looks like it's just about to do it, and there it is. All zeros on the clock. Fourth quarter expires, and Lafayette holds on for a 2-1 victory over the Bucknell Bison. They move to a record of 10-6 and 5-0 in conference.
My name is Matt Harvey. I'm here on the Lafayette Sports Network, here with head coach Jennifer Stone and goalkeeper Sarah Park. And Coach Stone, let's start with you. Just talk about team's performance today. How impressed were you with the defense and the offense and getting this win going to 5-0 in the conference?
Yeah, Bucknell's always a really strong opponent. I think coming into the game we had an idea. We thought that it would be a pretty close match. And with that said, I think in any close match there is the fine details matter. And we were able to execute on a couple key pieces. Obviously our attack penalty corners and defensive penalty corners ended up being very important pieces to the game today. So across the board I thought our team managed the game really quite well, and it's a tough Bucknell opponent, and we got the win in a really important fashion, and I can only say I'm quite pleased with the group.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, here with goalkeeper Sarah Park. And Sarah, just talk about the defense in front of you today, really doing a good job out there, limited to just one goal, and your performance overall.
Yeah, so this entire week we had really prepared our defensive structure. Going into this game, we knew that they were going to be a very challenging team, and we knew that it was key and crucial to know that whenever we're in our defensive 25 to make sure that we're the core and we have the strength to push the ball back out. I had a lot of confidence with our team. I've seen a lot of change from the previous week too. I think that from William and Mary we learned a lot of different skill sets to actually apply and implement in order to get the ball out. Honestly, with the saves that I've made, it wouldn't have been possible without my defense. So I mean, I can say that I had a good game, but I couldn't have done it without them.
All right, this has been Coach Stone and Sarah Park here at Lafayette Field. Lafayette gets a 2-1 win over Bucknell today here on the Lafayette Sports Network.